This is Snowface Bigfoot, and welcome to my review for issues 41 and 42 of the unauthorized Atari 2600 Throwback Zine. And today, we're going to be pissing in our pants at the original haunted house. And then the subject is going to be about Tiger Woods. Okay, so Tiger Woods wasn't around in the early 80s, so, yeah. Anyway, well, he was living, but he was a kid. Kind of like my age, Ooh, I just gave my age away. Oh, wait a minute, it's already on my YouTube channel. What am I talking about? Yeah, everybody knows I'm 50 now. 5-0, 5-0. Uh-oh, 5-0. Oh, shit, run. No, better call the cops when you see Tupac. Wait a minute. This is supposed to be about a throwback zine, and I'm here just being an idiot. You know what? Let's get to the review. And it's really not a review. It's just we're going to be talking about this and looking at it. Anyway, since the last video was 20 minutes long, I'm going to make this one short. Anyway, first off, we're going to talk about one of the original horror games, Haunted House. And in Haunted House, you have to put 3 pieces of an urn together and escape. And your score is kept by how many matches you use, and you light the matches so that you can see where you're going. And you have the wind that'll blow out, and you have ghosts and a bat and the wicked. Okay, so no wicked witch, but you get my point. Anyway, let's get on here. Issue number 41. All right. Ooh. Okay. So in this issue, we got Haunted House, Robot Tank, Battlezone, one of the original first-person shooters or first-person games, and we have Kumite Disclaimer. Anyway, there we go again. Adventure cards. You can get these by subscribing to the Patreon for the Atari 2600 Unauthorized Throwback Zine or Michael D. Salzman. Hope I got that right. Anyway, this issue is dedicated to his friend Sarah, who's the cover model. All right. Fight Alzheimer's. That's right. We're going to crush that one day. So when you get older, you'll know who you are. It's a horrible disease. Nothing you ever want. And especially dementia. That's in the same league, but just, a little bit different. Kumite Disclaimer, it is not Red Bull. I guess that's where it came from. Even though it's in a Yakuza game, I think. Alright. Trading card for Haunted House. And check this out, Haunted House. Now, the last video, I talked about how amazing the graphics were. Of course, they don't show you the graphics just yet. It basically talks about the game, provides a little bit of history, and some, stories from Michael's childhood, which are usually pretty awesome. Anyway, here's the backstory here. It's kind of what it looks like. And you have 6 rooms on every floor. And because you have so many, different game modes, some of them are set up, they never change. And then you have kind of like what you call the roguelikes. They change every time you play them. So, anyway, there's a lot of good things. Police officer report. Don't need to talk about that. This is what the rooms look like right here. This is the map or the floor plans right here. Now, the locks do change depending on what game mode you're playing. So, and in one of them, it actually, like I said, is a roguelike. It randomizes it. Okay. So there are some, random elements to this game. All right. Random number generator, RNG, folks. So, next up is Robot Tank. I'm not sure about this game. It just says in the year 2019, a convoy enemy of robot tanks is converging across the country. Their destination, Santa Clara. Back at around a little before this time for this game came out, Santa Clara was the place if you wanted to play basketball playground style and score 150 points a game. Literally, Loyola Marymount scored. Oh, wait a minute. That has nothing to do with this. RIP. Hand gathers. Alright. So, I think this game's kind of like, it looks like it's like Battlezone. That's why it's in this issue. So it talks about it. Oh yeah, I remember, because when you get hit, this is what you look like. You get a bunch of snow on your television. Just like on the old CRTs. So it's kind of like Battlezone. And then it talks about the differences. Okay, I remember now. It's been about 3 or 4 months since I read this. But yeah, and then it explains here, like you'll come up with certain letters, and it tells you what's wrong, with your, each one has a different, affects you differently. Your view of the battlefield will black out occasionally. That's not so bad. But cannons are damaged, it cannot continuously fire. That's a bad one. Radar destroyed, that's bad. Tank treads are destroyed. Yeah, you can't move. That sucks. But yeah, it's a pretty decent game. Even though I didn't play it that much. That at least what I remember of it. Anyway. Battlezone. Now, this is a vector game where you actually have a periscope. So it's actually a first-person game when it first came out. But on Atari, look at this, man. You can't beat this. Look at the, I can't, just say how awesome and awesomely detailed the graphics are on the tank right there. In it, you shoot other tanks. There's a UFO that you can shoot, but it doesn't shoot back at you. It's more like it's to throw you off, although you do get a lot of points for hitting them. In this game, you have to be really careful because you can get hit from behind. It's a very challenging game. I remember when I played it in the arcades and then on the Atari. I was always amazed by this game on the Atari. It's just incredible how it looks. It looks better than some of the graphics you found on the NES, and this is a 4-bit system. So, yeah. Alright, Frankenstein's a monster. The only thing I know about this game, because I never played it, is watching it on Arcade USA, which is a channel by a teacher, and he plays a lot of old games on there. Dead Age. So, I know you can't get touched by these, and you have to do something. You have to collect and somehow collect stones. There it is. And to prevent his escape. So I remember watching this because it's only been a few months. About 4 months. You can go on Arcade USA YouTube channel and look at this. Alright. The Atari Sacrifices remake. And I believe this is to get games or something. Yeah, 12 years of junk. Sounds like me. Look at Frankenstein here. Oh, now that's ugly. But that's best, probably best at that time when it came out. All right, let's see what this is about. There's always some good stories in here. Oh, this is about cleaning out, I think. Yeah. All right. So let's go over here. Atari Lee's Collector's Curse number 1. Oh, this is one of the worst games ever. Karate. Yeah. It's like a -10 on a scale of 1 to 10. They look nice. They look like nice, detailed sprites, but God, this game plays awful. I never bought it, thank God. All right. So here we go. Outlaws next month. Boom, 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 boom. Demon Attack, which is like Phoenix. And the Pitfall 2 Activision Challenge. Yes, sir. I never got 99,000 on that game. Season 3 challenge for scores. And then, right here we have the leaderboards. And over here, the challenge tells me what scores you need to beat, in order to get the patches, which is actually pretty neat. And you can do that on any system, as long as you take a picture of your screen and you didn't cheat. All right, Laser Blast, no, that's the game I told you about. That yeah, it was Activision games. When you scored 1 million points, the game ended for any Activision game, and then they turn like symbols and exclamation marks or something like that. Yeah. And we got recent champs, and these are on his Patreon as well. All right, so let's go to the next one. Now we're going to talk about Tiger Woods and how he choked in the championship. Oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. This dude has been in and out of golf for the last, 6 or 7 years. Dude shoots a 79, and I couldn't even shoot 79 on 7 holes of golf. So I can't say anything. That's not choking. Although it was, I won't talk about Lefty. He owes like tens of millions. So I'm not going to talk about him. If you follow golf, you know who I'm talking about. All right, let's get to the issue. Number 42. Oh, and the answer to anything in life is 42. All right, Outlaw Pitfall 2. Demon Attack. Ooh, the Popeye score glitch. I did that so many times when I was a kid. And the Demon Attack lawsuit. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Phoenix. All right, here we go. Adventure Outlaw. Yes, sir. One of the original games. I can't remember if it was one of the first ones. It actually was a launch title, but I know it was one of the original games for the Atari 2600. And yes, it was a good party game. All right, so here we go. The next issue, which I'm going to do in a solo video, which will be focused on that issue number 43. That's going to be separate. All the awards. Okay, let's talk about Outlaw. So if we go back over here, you notice that there's a cactus here. There are multiple game variations of this, and it looks like nothing, but when you actually play it, it's actually a pretty fun game. And actually, I don't know if they've ever done it, but it would make a really good mobile game. Of course, Clint Eastwood, the inspiration. Who wouldn't want to be Clint Eastwood? Okay, so he says some things in life that I don't like. But, other than that, he did say some racist things over the years, and yes, he did say it. But there are multiple modes in here. You can go against the computer. They have a stagecoach on one screen, and then here you have to shoot. If I remember, you have to shoot the barrier to be able to shoot through. So that's pretty good. It says it's breakout style, which it really is, except for the fact that you're shooting. So it's a really good game. I think another name for it was Gunslinger, which I forgot if it was. 1978 is when it came out. So, like I said, it's an original title, but not just it just wasn't a launch title. Huh. I wonder if that's actual Outlaw. I guess it is. All right, golf. All right, here we go. The golf tournament for 2021. I cheat when I play this, because what I'll do, I'll switch it over to the A difficulty, which means you can go through the blue areas, which is actually rough. We know that's not, but we pretended in 1981 and 1982 that it was. If you really wanted to play a real golf game, you would get the PGA Tour Championship one for in television, which was years ahead of its time. In fact, it was probably about 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. So, and I'm not joking about that, because it was ahead of the games that you would find on the NES and SNES. So yeah, took about to the 16-bit generation to get what was on television. All right. So, Pitfall 2 Club, there's the instructions and everything. But yeah, and then I would click on B, the difficulty, because you had A and B difficulties on most games. A was to make it harder, B was to make it easy, and then I would make it B so to make the hole larger and get it easier. It's weird looking. I mean, once you know how to play the game, it was pretty straightforward. But again, it's not like a golf game, but it really isn't. Pitfall. Pitfall 2 here. I never got over 99,000. This game is tough. I don't think it's hard as the original, but this is more like where that one was go screen to screen. This one's kind of like an open world. And the other one was too. The original Pitfall was like open world, but this was really open world. Huge map to it. And you had, again, different animals that would hit you, and bats that would make you fall, and oh, that really sucked. It'd be nice if I had a map for this, but I guess I don't. I wonder if this is actually talking about... I guess it does. Yeah. Okay. Demon Attack. Now, there's this lawsuit about being a clone of Phoenix or a complete copycat of it, but it really isn't. Although it takes very decent liberties with it. This is what it looks like. It was created by Magic. Now, this is what I like about here. The space shooter is similar to Phoenix, but with insane aggression and a Magic's graphical charm. If I remember correctly, Phoenix is the first video game to feature a boss, and it was a spaceship. You went through 4 screens, and on the 5th one you had to fight the boss. Yeah, 5 screens. And this is what Demon Attack looked like. This game's hard as hell, man. But it was very challenging but fun. Alright, the Popeye scoring glitch it goes through. I did that so many times when I was a kid. I don't know why they've never... Actually, I take that back. They recently released a Popeye game for like $12 or $13 on PlayStation and I believe Xbox. And the game sucks. I'm not going to say it. But it refers to circular parts of a certain ape. That's all I want to say. It's a 3D game and it's atrocious. I watched somebody play it on YouTube, and yeah, I wanted to smash my head 57,396 times with a folding chair, which I didn't do because I'm not that stupid, even though I act stupid sometimes. But of course, she blows kisses. You got to catch them. Bluto will throw bottles at you. You got the old sea hag there will throw bottles at you. She's on the side. You can get spinach once, and you can knock the shit out of him and go boo, pew, and go into the water. And this actually looks really good. There are 2 other screens, so a lot from the original arcade game made it to the Atari game. And again, this is a Nintendo game, so this is before the NES, ever came out. Now here's the lawsuit. What was it? A Phoenix. It's really, I believe it was, yeah. And here it is. Case in point, the Demon Attack lawsuit. This snippet is from InfoWorld magazine dated January 17, 1983 that validates the lawsuit between Atari and the Magic, and also include touches on the Coleco lawsuit and the Casey Munchkin lawsuit, which is like Pac-Man, but it just doesn't have the whole screen's not filled with dots. You only have to get a few. And there's tons of videos on YouTube about that. It's actually a pretty fun game, even though it's real old. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I thought it was because it was Phoenix or something. I might be wrong on that. That's pretty cool, though. But I always thought it was something to deal with that. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, here are the Atari fonts right here, replicated. That's pretty cool. Very difficult to do that even in today's world. And there again, more Atari 2600 fonts right there. Here's a vintage ad of Sequest, one of the greatest single-screen arcade games on the Atari 2600. Again, Activision, another Activision masterpiece. Okay, right label, wrong game. And this talks about, I believe, how you can put the correct label on them. And how you can take them off and put the right label, if I remember correctly. That's a pretty cool feature right there. And some of the games had multiple different labels. So that's one of the cool things about the old days. You don't do that now. People don't even, we download games. We don't even buy the physical copies anymore much. And even when you do, they're not exciting to really look at because there's nothing in them. You don't get the fancy instruction books, the stories, how the games are played. Like the original Gran Turismo, 200-some page manual to go with it. Man, that was a beast. Okay, and then next month's preview, Slot Machines. Look at that, I'm still 20 minutes. I still can't get my stuff done in time. Zaxxon preview. That's an awesome game, but not so great for the Atari 2600. Sequest, again, a masterpiece. One of my favorite games Activision ever put out. That, River Raid, and some others. Enduro. Again, more in Season 3. Challenge summary, what scores you have to get the patches. Again, leaderboards. Scores I'll never get. Like on Berserk, 231,000. Now, Joust, yes. I've beaten that score before. And Centipede. Pole Position, yes, I've beaten that. Miss Pac-Man, yes. Burger Time, yes. Pitfall, maybe. River Raid, yes. Miss Pac-Man, yes. Galaxian, hell no. Asteroids, you have to go up to 999. I'm not going for that. Tutankhamun, yeah, but I hated that game. Ice Hockey, I think the greatest I had was like 26, 27. Video Pinball, no. Mario Brothers, nope. Not unless it's on easy. These are really amazing scores right here. Again, you flip it at 10,000. So, Laser Blast, Outwing Triforce. I've got $9.99 on Dodge. These are pretty cool scores right here. So again, these are pretty cool. I like how he keeps this. It's on his Patreon page. You can go. This is his Patreon page right here. The books are no longer published, which I'll talk about in the next video because of Warner Brothers. So, Warner Brothers. Okay, so I'm still getting their games. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Woo! Look at that, all upside down. If you like this long video, slap the thumbs up button or the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And please continue to enjoy me killing Nazi scum with my Sniper Elite 5 kill of the day. And pretty soon, we're going to kill the Fuhrer in multiple ways. We'll go through the trophies, and each day there'll be a video on assassinating the Fuhrer. That's what I love about Sniper Elite series. From 3 on up, you can kill the Fuhrer and destroy that ugly mustache. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.